My first encounter was really seeing his records. My dad had them. My dad had a very, very large record collection, and he had almost every Miles Davis record. So that was just my first encounter, but I really didn't listen to his music then. I didn't really know who he was. And so all of that really came in doing the film, finding out who the man really was, his music, what he stood for. All of that came in doing the film.
And what did you find out?
I found out that he was a man who really, as it comes to his art, refused to be put in any kind of box. He really lived on the outside of authority, anyone's authority in terms of how something should sound, how something should look. And that for me is exciting, in any kind of art form where you're not afraid to fail and to fall. He didn't like rehearsals. He wants you to perform when it's time to perform on stage in front of the audience, and that is scary. It's live theater, it's scary, but that is always where you find the best bits. And so for me, that's one of the exciting things about Miles and his music.
Did that justify how he treated his wife, your character?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's what I find fascinating with people like Miles Davis, what have you, who are able to create this beautiful art that can connect to people, but at the same time have this other side. And at the end of the day, I believe that all of us have that same thing within us, whether we act on it or not. We have the capability to go to that dark place. And it's especially common, I think I've found, with artists, who have, great artists anyway, who have the ability to make this kind of art, but then have this dark side. That's really fascinating.
And personally, what was the biggest challenge in making this film, in the actual performance and working with Dawn?
I think one of my biggest challenges was portraying someone who is real life, portraying Frances, and the desire to want to make sure that she's happy with the portrayal, but at the same time, the desire to make sure that I'm honest and true to the work as well, to toe that line. I think that was one of the big challenges for me. And I was really reassured working with Don because he's done many biopics, many, and he's always been so good at them, being able to portray the truth of who the person was. And so for me, that was a blessing to have him to kind of bounce ideas off of.